In this video, we're going to talk about how we can use price action rules to help us navigate the market and identify high probability setups. So the ES right now is in the bearish trend working lower. I have a spike down and a channel pattern. I have a little bit of an overshoot, which can generate stronger bullish pullback in the opposite direction. However, I'm still inclined to go short because this downtrend should get newly tested. In order for me to sell, however, I need to see clear push below EMA. That's the sign that the sellers are back in the market. And I'd like to see a lower high confirmation trade or failed second entry long. The shorter the correction is, the more I want to see a lower high. The longer it is, the more I need failed second entry long. So let's see what's going to happen. And market, however, is back above the EMA. And you're not really breaking lower. You're back above EMA. So at this point, you can tell that the bullish momentum is too strong. Sellers are not as strong as we would like. They're not getting new low as quickly as expected. There was overshoot. So this is explaining why market is too bullish. At this point, I need to redraw new consolidation because I have right now EMA exactly in all these bars. I have price action going up and up and down. So I'm not really looking to go short that much. Mainly, I'm being too patient because it's a little bit too conflicting. It's too bullish for me to sell because you're still above EMA every single time prices try to break lower. But at the same time, there is no bullish reason uptrend player to break new high to get pullback. So I just see what's going to happen. Market is finally breaking the skill. And now what's going through my mind is some breakout pullback. Okay, it looks like you have lower highs. I expect new low following the trend line rule. So the setup I'm looking for is a breakout pullback. I want this support to be holding as a resistance. Okay, can it happen? And market broke back above the EMA into trend range. So at this point, there's no breakout pullback because the resistance didn't hold. And right now, I'm not really expecting to get new low because we have so much price action. We're pushing too far away from the short-term channel. This was no strong downtrend to get new low. So I'm just going to focus on most recent structure. You have a doji tier 4 signal bar, but now we have very strong tier 1 signal bar. And we have set up at the top of the trend range. Which according to range rules, you want to buy low, sell high, especially since we traded down into this. And this is sort of like a decent multiple test. You can tell I have one bounce, second bounce, third bounce. For bounce, great juicy bearish bar. This is actually a decent high probability setup. You can view it as a multiple test because uptrend played out with the break new high, and I have multiple tests at the top of the trend range. Okay, strong significant push down, but market is trending back to the upside. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to redraw short-term channel working higher. I was expecting a little bit stronger channel, but once I see price action breaking back below EMA like this, remember, this was mainly sideways price action, so I'm going to adapt, break, push to new high. I have a new low here. Actually, count reset, so I have first entry short. So I'm looking for a second entry short at the EMA. Can I get a second entry short? Not really at the EMA. Signal bar is weak. And downtrend played out with the break. Push to new low. So I'm just trying to follow price action right now, trying to focus on these short-term channels. And also what I'm going to do is I'm going to mark trend range like this because really the big pattern, the big bias is neutral. Okay, there is no trending market in either direction. So what I'm going to do as a trader is I'm just going to focus on most recent trends and I'm going to follow short-term trend line rules. So right now, because downtrend played out and we are in a trend range, I was actually looking for failed second entry short. That never happened. We're back below EMA. I expect new high to be tested. So you're looking for some new high first entry long, second entry long. That also didn't happen. Market is just whipsawing up and down without offering many opportunities. But at the same time, there are no traps. So this is not as bad because no traps for us to get trapped on, but at the same time, no good trade so far. Market is breaking lower, so you're looking for failed second entry long. Reversal pattern, you have a new high, first entry long. You have a lower high here, bounce off this key level, but the signal bar is so weak. If this lower high is much stronger, you could have considered, but because it's a quite weak bar and there's no reversal pattern just yet, I mean, you have a double top, push below EMA, decent setup enough. More advanced trader can consider, but it's better to wait for the failed second entry long. There's no failed second entry long, so now I need to see second entry short at the EMA. Why? Well, because this downtrend needs new low. So we have a new low here, count reset, first entry short. Can I get a second entry short? No second entry short, downtrend played out with the break. Push to a new low. Okay, downtrend played out. Okay, remember, at this point, we are still in trend range and downtrend played out. So what's going through my mind is failed second entry short reversal pattern above EMA, but market keeps struggling to stay above the EMA. We're breaking lower, so I cannot go long now because EMA held. The bias is still too bearish. I need reversal pattern to predict reversal. At the same time, we can really go short right into these lows. Downtrend played out. New low, first entry short, and another first entry short, and market continues to go lower like this. So now I have to explain why after breaking new low, the range is negated. EMA is holding every time. So I'm going to draw spike and a channel pattern, something like this. Copy it, put at the bottom. I keep getting small overshoots. Okay, we broke the channel. We have uptrend with the break and a new high. And now this is important. We finally have structure that is easy to follow. We have a spike down and a channel pattern. So we have spike and channel pattern. Bullish correction played out with the break, push to new high. So this is telling us bullish momentum is over. I expect new low to be tested following the trend line rule. But I want to see push below EMA. That's the confirmation that the sellers are about to test the new low. I have a lower high. It's not the strongest bar. Now, there was a little bit of overshoot, so I really think we need some stronger trade. However, the bar is not that bad. Lower high, we need to get new low. A little bit more contextual one. Not as super textbook once again. A little bit more aggressive, but you have a spike, channel pattern, break. You expect new low following the trend line rule. So a little bit more aggressive, but it's okay trade to consider. Can I get a felt second inch long? I have a felt second inch long here, but it's an inside bar, so I have to skip inside bar. So because I expect new low to be tested, and felt second entry long is an inside bar, I'm looking for mini second entry short. Can I get a mini second entry short? And I can get a mini second entry short with a great bar like this. You can see the massive momentum rejecting here at the EMA. Great tail at the top. Mini second entry short, new low first entry short, second entry short. I actually took this trade second entry short. So many rejections of the EMA. Downtrend is new low, so it aligns with the main bias. Really great hyper trade. Okay. We actually even have a lower high confirmation trade, another rejection of the EMA. If you're going to enter this lower high, you should use a little bit deeper limit order because you're going short quite low. But this is the swing that is really important. This is here, you need to get new low. So this is a decent lower high. Actually, I like this trade as well. I tried to take this, but my limit order was a little bit too deep. But it's a great lower high because it's another test here, local test. EMA is holding every single time. Great single bar again. You need new low, uptrend played out. Great price action where everything aligns. Okay, you have some second entry short, triple test, actually multiple test. This is not a bad trade. You know, selling above EMA is not a problem if you have some key level or important price level. And this is actually pretty important price level here. While you still need new low, so you have the bias on your side. But it is a little bit more advanced. Great bar though. If you're a more advanced trader, you can consider taking second entry short. Otherwise, you may want to wait for a lower high confirmation trade. Break new extreme, downtrend played out. So I'm going to pause looking to go short. Okay, everything played out. So let's see what's going to happen. There is no reverse. The market is breaking lower. I can really go short because downtrend played out. Okay, massive spike to the downside and price action keeps trending lower. Okay, so you have to ask yourself, does this look like the trend to the downside is over? It doesn't. Okay, there is no bullish reversal. There is no consolidation. EMA keeps rejecting and a massive spike down. So at this point, I'm going to look if I can draw a wider channel and I can actually identify decent, bigger spike in a channel pattern like this. So we're still looking for short entries. However, we have overshoot, so we can have a little bit stronger pullback in the opposite direction. And at this point, it's getting pretty much way too late. The market is about to close now. So this is the overall structure for today. It was fairly slow trading day. We had few decent trades. Personally, I only took this 1 second entry short. I also was thinking about taking this trade right here, but it took me a long time to decide, and by that point, the scalp was already made. And remember, if you have a spike in a channel pattern like this to the left, the more price action you have, the more bars you have moving further away from the original channel, the less likely it is to get new low tested. Okay, short-term channels, smaller channels, they should get new low fairly quickly. It's not like super big channels. So at this point, once you are around this area right here on the chart, you're no longer expecting new low to be tested. You have to adapt and follow the most recent structure. But I'm going to wrap it up. I hope you had a good trading day, and I'm going to talk to you next time. Good luck your trading.